I want to show you how I went from this
to this. My name is Cynthia, and in this channel, we get to talk about all things home and garden. And right now, we're getting ready to talk about how easily you could create something just like this at home.
I found these at the Dollar Tree, and I had seen them at Hobby Lobby and other craft stores way more expensive than $1.25. So I thought, ooh, how would that look?
Have you watched the video where I changed these lights from chrome to gold and blue? I thought that these beads actually helped me keep that coastal, beachy vibe that I was going for. What do you think?
It's a one-day project, super simple. I'm not using anything fancy, and I'm actually going to tally how much it cost.
When I was looking for inspiration, I saw different chandeliers that had mixed paint with some oil rub bronze. You can do it all kinds of different combinations or just the beads without any paint. So you can decide how you want it to look. I decided to go ahead and paint part of the little candelabra part, but it's up to you. So I decided that this part is the only part that's going to get painted. Here's some inspiration for painting. It could be a little bit more chippy, like the farm style, or it could be more solid color, or like a wood tone. It's a matter of preference. I tested the paint with a piece that used to go above the door that used to be wrought iron, and I wanted to paint it and test it before I got to do the chandelier. I used a beige called accessible beige that I had left over from the house, but any beige would work. And then on the other side, what I did is I used wood finish to give it that brown look. I used a dry painting technique. What that means is you barely use a little bit of paint. I even wiped some off on this little paper plate, and then you put some on very lightly. You don't want to do too much, but you kind of do this until you have the desired look. Then after that, it was time to add the wood finish. And the wood finish is pretty much added like you would add it to some piece of furniture. You basically put it on there um, initially, and then you wipe it off and you go in the direction that you would like the lines to go on. I really love how this looks to the point where I really wanted to do all of it this way, but quite frankly, I really just wanted to get to the beads part. And here's some different looks. So what I did here is after I put the wood finish, I added some white in a similar method, the dry painting method. So that's another look that you could go for. There really is so much possibility of a unique piece that you can create based on what you like. If you've been to the Dollar Tree lately, you'll recognize that, wow, there's a craft section that's pretty nifty and there's a lot of cool stuff in there. I purchased 15 of these stranded beads. And I also went to Hobby Lobby and I got these little eye hooks. Well, they're actually called jump rings, and they're used to attach jewelry pieces together, like for necklaces and earrings and such. And so they are ones that you can open up. And that's exactly what I thought would be useful to attach those to the chandelier. The big question was, how do I put these on there? So luckily there was a lip on the top part, and I thought, oh, those jump rings could really hang from there. So that's exactly what I did. I used the little hook, opened up, and I clipped it on basically. And then I tied those at the top because really nobody's going to see them. So now they were hanging, and I didn't even take this little part where the tag is from because I actually used that to nestle it in the candelabra part, right, where the light is going to be going. The top was pretty sturdy, so I really could do this. Between this and the string, I was able to secure it pretty well, and nobody is going to be looking up there. I mean, maybe somebody will get on top of my table and do that, but I'm probably going to have a conversation with them about that. I found a way to secure everything. Like I wrapped things here, I screwed them, I covered with the lid. I just found every single way that I could disguise and cover everything up. And even with the purchase from the Hobby Lobby, I still ended up spending right about $20. So what do you think? These are the pendants that I changed from chrome to gold on another video. And here are the BOHO Coastal Chandelier beads. I think they look great together. in case I have piqued your interest about these slides.
I'm also going to link that in the description below, or you can watch that next. If you like this video, I would love it if you give me that thumbs up. It really does encourage me to continue creating more content for you. And if you've already done that, thank you. Thank you so much. And remember, guys, you can create bliss at home and in the garden. See you next time.